I'm Marlene King. Teases that The Perfectionist might actually be a spinoff after all. Get all the details right here on Newsfeed. Today's episode of Newsfeed is brought to you by Pandora Premium, where you can search and play your favorite songs. Pandora, sounds like you. After 7 insane and highly entertaining seasons, Pretty Little Liars has officially ended for good. Or has it? Pretty Little Liars series finale ended with a new batch of popular girls from Rosewood High waking up in the middle of the night at a sleepover to realize that 2 of their friends, Adison and Willa, had vanished. Willa comes back and says she's looked everywhere for Adison, but that she couldn't find her and thinks she heard her scream. If that sounds familiar, it's because it's exactly how Pretty Little Liars began. So this was just a nice way of PLL coming full circle at the end. Or was it a tease into a potential spin-off series? According to showrunner Marlene King, the latter is definitely a strong possibility. Back in 2014, it was announced that Marlene King was working on bringing Pretty Little Liars author Sarah Shepard's other book series, The Perfectionists, to freeform. Ever since then, fans have theorized that The Perfectionists has some ties to Pretty Little Liars and would work nicely as a spin-off show. And now it sounds like that theory may have some credibility. When asked if the ending of PLL was setting up The Perfectionists as a spin-off series, Marlene told The Hollywood Reporter, quote, "You know, there might be some truth to that. My hands are tied and I'm not allowed to talk about it just yet, so hopefully we will get to share some news soon." Talk about a major tease. The Perfectionist story follows characters Ava, Caitlin, Mackenzie, Julie, and Parker, 5 girls with little in common other than the desire to be perfect and a hatred for the school womanizer Nolan. The girls come up with a perfect plan to kill Nolan as a joke, but when Nolan turns up dead in the exact way the girls had planned, they all become suspects in his murder. While that's an entirely different plot than PLL, it certainly sounds like it's filled with the kind of juicy drama that Rosewood gave us for 7 twisting, turning, and gripping seasons. As for whether or not we'd see any of the original Liars in a spin-off series, Sasha Petersa has admitted that she'd never say never to the possibility. She told Bustle, quote, I think that Rosewood will definitely live on forever, and I would never say never. Marlene created such a special world, and I don't think it would be a shock that she would ever do a spin-off. So it's kind of a wait and see kind of thing." And when asked if she'd join that spin-off, Sasha said, quote, "I think so. We have such a good relationship, and I love Marlene so much. And anything she touches turns out beautifully, so yeah, I wouldn't say no." So what do you guys think of The Perfectionist being a PLL spinoff series? Would you watch? Sound off with all your thoughts in the comments. Thanks so much for joining me here on Newsfeed. I'm your host, Sinead DeFries, and I'll see you guys next time. Click to the left for the most shocking PLL series finale reveals, and to the right to see which actress Lindsay Lohan wants to do Mean Girls 2 with. Thanks again to Pandora for sponsoring this episode. Now with Pandora Premium, where personalized radio meets on-demand listening, it's the only music app you'll ever need.